Welcome back to Squawk. Novo Nordisk's weight loss drug Wegovy cutting the risk of serious heart problems by 20%. Those results from a very big, closely watched international drug trial. The findings could help pave the way for wider insurance coverage for medications like Wegovy, which are exploding in popularity. Joining us right now for more is Emily Field, head of European Pharmaceutical Research at Barclays. She was in Philadelphia this weekend at the American Heart Association meeting where the Novo Nordisk results were announced. Good morning to you. They're remarkable results. I think there's a lot of people that are super excited about them from a health perspective. The question is, let's talk about the economics of it all. What does it mean both for Novo? What does it mean for some of the other drug makers that are trying to produce drugs like this? And how do you think insurers are going to be thinking about all of this?
Hi, and good morning. Thanks for having me. Yeah, and so, as you mentioned, these were just, absolutely breathtaking results. And really the first study of its kind to show that an obesity medication in people without type 2 diabetes, that this can prevent, very, very serious cardiovascular health outcomes. And so basically, we're going to be learning more about this study and finding out more and more data. It was a very, very large study. And so much of what we're going to learn is really geared toward how is losing all this weight with Wegovy going to save the system money. Novo is going to produce more data over time showing fewer hospitalizations, things of the like. So I think that we're just going to be learning more and more about how losing weight, preventing obesity can really save the whole health system money.
Well, so that's the big question. When do you think employers, Medicare, Medicaid, everybody says, okay, this is something that should be covered?
Yeah, so Novo's done a great job in terms of ensuring commercial access. Medicare is, we still have to get a law most likely passed to get the Medicare population covered. But we think that it's sort of going to be this push and pull between the manufacturers and the insurers that as they're able to produce more and more data showing that this can save the payers money, then you're probably going to see coverage just incrementally expand and expand.
Okay, so this is going to sound perverse, and I apologize in advance for saying it this way. But, there were some interesting reports over the weekend where people were saying that when people do have heart problems and other things, cardiovascular issues, that they typically are happening in their 60s, 70s, and 80s, obviously. Not obviously, but a large majority are. And that's after an employer might be employing them. And so there was a question mark being asked about whether, in fact, employers are going to be wanting to spend the money to do this.
Yeah, that's a great question. But what we're hearing from the clinical community, both in the endocrinology and diabetes population, and then from all the cardiologists that were in attendance over the weekend, was treat early. We saw very strong results from this study in patients with lower body mass index levels rather than the very, very high body mass index levels. And so if you treat these patients very early on in the course of the disease, you're going to be saving money all along the way by preventing progression to type 2 diabetes, progression to heart attack. So, of course, you're at higher risk of all of these outcomes regardless at an older age. But the earlier you treat the underlying obesity, you can probably just save money from so many other things along the way over the course of decades. Do
you imagine that these drugs are going to be prescribed for people irrespective of their weight long term? That people will be, we talked about it before, people are going to be microdosing Wegovy in the future, no matter if they're overweight, not underweight, hopefully, but whatever their size.
Yeah, so to get a prescription for Wegovy, you do have to have a body mass index of over 27 with a weight-related comorbidity. But, one thing that we've talked about with clinicians in the field is that, some of these next-generation options, you can lose 25% plus of your body weight. Not everybody needs to lose that much. So how we're thinking of the field evolving over time is there's probably going to be a spectrum of therapeutic options available. And some, at a 40-plus BMI might need the heavy-duty drugs, whereas maybe some orals that could come out of the pipeline down the road might be better suited for patients who are just kind of in that just overweight category.